Project Greenlight's a contest for screenwriting and directing.
Amateur people who've never made a movie before get a chance to do just that.
We changed the contest this year. There were separate categories of writing and directing.
The Battleshaker Heights is a great coming-of-age story.
It's about this kid, Kelly, who's pissed off at the hand he's been dealt by life.
Because I had no idea how to get from where I was to being a Hollywood director.
I mean, I think it'd be pretty intense for them to sort of go from whatever they've been doing to literally coming to work every day and trying to make this movie.
People can see how hard it is to do this. We want to show things as they really are.
So Chris, we're here, basically got the word that we have to make the offer to Jane Kaczmarek, and the guys don't want to do that.
Okay, well, you guys, I hate to say it this way, but we can look for another director on the project if that's how you feel.
What are you going to do, sabotage your own movie and not direct the person if you don't like them? I mean, think about it for a second. I mean, now you're sort of like a kid throwing a temper tantrum.
Where do we fit in this process here?
You're a voice among a committee of people who make the decisions, and ultimately, the studio gets the final say.
I guess I just wish we'd been informed of that early on, so we wouldn't have gotten our hopes up that, creatively we would actually have some power where casting is concerned.
I told you.
I mean, I think you're being a little overly dramatic by saying you have no control over the creative process here.
This is the nature of the beast. Every movie I've ever done, there's actors in it who weren't the director's first choice. Marketing and availability, and all that times into it. Miramax felt that Kathleen had sort of been out of the limelight for a little while and wasn't going to give the same sort of marketing push that Jane Kaczmarek could give. The debate's over. Yes, their opinion was heard, but it was overruled.
Bye.
Nice.
There was a lot of learning this week about dealing with the studio system because I didn't know to what extent I should be involved.
So that was frustrating. You scared me a little bit when you were like, what if we quit? I'm like...
I was like, this is outrageous, but it'll stop once we get Chris on the phone. His first thing he said is like, we can always find out the directors. And I was like, wait.
Finding directors is easy. Finding cast, that's hard.
Jane Kaczmarek has said she wants to direct, too.
We got her directing, and hell, Laura Rister, she's also directing, and so am I. Meryl Poster, she's directing by speakerphone.
Talk about chewing on the hand that feeds you.
Oh, it's all in good fun.
This is part of our process. We gotta blow off steam this way. Thanks.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I just want to call back and say, listen, I wasn't trying to be harsh. I was just trying to cut to the point. You're starting to experience why Hollywood filmmaking is so fucked, because it's a committee. It has to do with deal making and relationships between studios. There's so many factors into any one of these decisions, and you just have to sort of ride the wave.
Right. Thanks for the call back, Chris.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Keep up the good work, and, call me if you need anything.
All right, we'll do. Thanks, Chris.
Hey, take care.
Bye-bye.
We realized that we should be as involved as directors as possible and be as opinionated as possible. But we found out that there is a cap on that as far as, Miramax is concerned.
Lauren, call writers and artists and see if we can get Belle Sadler in tomorrow afternoon.
While the offer was out to Jane Kaczmarek and there was nothing I could do, certainly the focus went to trying to find the right Abe, especially since the central emotional arc of Kelly depended on his relationship with his dad. So we needed to find a really good Abe.
Abe is a lead role, and so far everybody we've gone to has passed. So we're basically starting the casting process from scratch. And that's a very bad place to be when you're a week and a half out from shooting.
Gerard Depardieu?
Al Franken?
Oh, Sam Elliott. Can we get him?
Oh, the cowboy.
Yeah.
Geller.
Scott Glenn, do you think we have a shot with him? Do you like Scott Glenn?
I like Scott Glenn. Scott Bakula. John Lithgow. He hasn't played a drug addict in a while.
Jack Lemmon will probably not do it.
No.
Oops. How about Terrence Stamp?
Oh, yeah, that'd be...
Terrence Stamp.
Let's get him!
Harry Dean Stanton, he'd be good too.
He's old, but let's get him.
Yeah.
Gene Wilder. So, do we have any idea when we hear some kind of definitive word on Shia?
I don't know. It's closing a deal.
Now, what about
that can take the next phone call, or it can take a week.
The big stressor right now is around Shia. Basically, everything is waiting on lawyers talking and management talking and Miramax talking to his people.
We got to get a schedule, otherwise we're going to start to lose locations. We can't make a schedule at this point because we don't know whether or not we're going to have Shia, whether we're generating a schedule that accommodates his schedule and his dates. We can start to lock dates in on locations, but then there's going to be, the minute one domino's set in place, you can't move that again.
If we're going to get Shia, we have to make some huge sacrifices. Because of his commitments to publicity on holes, we have to reschedule the entire movie, which means we're going to have to start earlier, and we're going to have to shoot the movie in less days than we had originally planned.
One way or the other, it's looking insane. But we all know that Shia would raise the bar on this film in terms of the performance levels.
I would say by no later than 10 a.m. tomorrow, we got to have a schedule that we're operating on with some sort of parameters and guidance. Otherwise, we're fucked.
Well, this was a new draft. There were some substantial changes, and I think the idea was while you were still in town and had a minute, we'd sit down and talk about it one more time. We needed to have one more final script meeting before we got into shooting. I also wanted to give Ben one more chance to sort of really talk to the directors and the writers and comment on things that are still working and not working.
Rick Schwartz is on the line.
Hey, Rick.
How you doing, guys?
Good.
I have to say I've been continually surprised because the script's gotten better in just the few short weeks that we as a group have been working on it.
Specific notes, I'll just run through some of the ones that just stood out to me. They're gonna seem small, but I think a movie like this lives and dies by those little calibrations. Like it says, Miner looks at Kelly seriously and kindly. I mean, I think it would be kind of cool if what maybe was buried in that look is, I know what happened, my girlfriend told me. The main character, Kelly, has this crush on a girl who's an older woman named Tabby who's engaged to this guy, Miner. And Kelly kind of hooks up with her briefly. She ends up marrying Miner at the end, and he runs into Kelly at the church. And I feel as though that could be a major turning point for his character, and it was something I was kind of concerned about, and it was an issue that I wanted to raise. The bigger question I had, skipping ahead to that scene, is does he know that they slept together?
That's another thing that we want to keep vague, but I could see him knowing.
Well, see, that's at a certain point is kind of like copping out. Right. Like, well, I'd like to keep it vague so the characters don't have to deal with it.
Do Tabby and Kelly have sex? I think is a question that's going to go on forever on this project.
The idea was that the audience is going to have this question of does he know or doesn't he know, and what does that mean? You know, because...
Right, so rather than kind of ignoring that, then
Right.
I think cinematically you say, yes, it's a question.
Just say yes, it's a question, but not answer.
And not answer the question.
I think that's a dangerous way to go.
I don't even know that it's like a written thing. I mean, I think you put it there, I mean, it's like this. I mean, what am I saying? Am I saying that I know that you slept with my best friend? Am I just looking at you? And it's sort of opaque, but it's not.
That was really good, I guess.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My best work on this, my best nonverbal work over the telephone. I liked the script fundamentally. It's one of the things I was really hoping to go into this project enthusiastic about the script. With that in mind, ultimately the screenplay is a blueprint, and you never really know whether it's going to sort of work or not until you execute it and you film it.
The script is in a pretty good place right now, but there's still a few lines here and there that I know we're going to direct differently, so we need to kind of let Erica know how to change it.
Actually, Eric, I thought you did a great job. You addressed a lot of certainly what we had given you, so.
Great.
It's been honed down into what is a very tight movie, I think, at this point.
You know, for Rick and for Ben and for everybody to hear each other and be on the phone and sort of give it the stamp of, okay, let's go make this movie, I think is good.
My opinion, this is as close to perfect as any movie ever gets, with the exception of the things I already mentioned.
Shia?
Shia's a go.
Yeah, can I bring him
We're close. We start March 10th.
Okay.
Okay, what's our week structure look like?
Joseph?
Fast. This afternoon, Shia's deal finally closed, which is a huge sigh of relief because we can now lock our start date.
Good job, Jeff. Good producing, man.
Good work yourself.
I think the movie hangs on Shia. We've made some gigantic sacrifices to get him. But through him, I see the movie. I see the kid, and I see what this movie can be.
Hey, buddy. What are you doing, man? That's the greeting. I'm Shia LeBeouf. I'm playing Kelly, and I came to say hi to the directors and see how everything works.
Good to see you. My pleasure.
I'm 16. I've only been acting for like 5 years, which is almost like a rookie, you know. Kelly's very close to me, man. Honestly, like, it seems kind of natural in who I am. Everything with the parents, everything that's going on with the parents, I lived. The family and the story and the family that I have are almost like the same family. My mom's an artist, hippie. My dad, he's not a crackhead, but, you know, he's been down that line. My father's a lot like Kelly's father.
Like Abe.
Yeah. So.
How's your relationship with him?
Really good, really good. He's off drugs, he's an Alcoholics Anonymous, he's a good guy. Oh, crap, I shouldn't have said that. Jesus. Anonymous. The father-son scene in the hospital, that scares me.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
But that's gonna be like that scene. That's the scene. Kelly's looking at his father all tubed up and looking like he's about to die. It's the point where Kelly gets over the shit he has with his father, and he does it in a matter of moments with his eyes. I'm reading that scene and I'm going, whoa, if that scene can be done right, that'll make this movie. Like, that'll just... I'm hungry for that scene. I want that scene, you know? It's one of those make or break scenes in a movie. Who's gonna be the father?
That's something we're still working out. Hard.
10 days to left? You gotta find that person. That's hard.
We'll figure it out, though.
Okay.
I mean, we'll make this work.
It just feels like this movie's less secure. It's scary, because there's so many, you know, if this happens or if that happens on this movie, rather than other movies. Brother, thank you so much for having me, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
I like this.
I have no doubt that Shia is just gonna make this movie. He's just our guy.
Hey, Ma.
Hi, sweetie.
This is my mom, everyone. Shia LeBeouf, the lovely Julian family.
Oh, I had fun just now in the health food store.
What do you got? What are you drinking?
Health food. Everything in there is health food.
What?
This is vanilla almond. Oswego juice.
Vanilla almond. What kind of crappy drink is that, Ma?
We can just turn around. You can go back to these little streets if you want.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Sure.
All right, I'll turn it around real quick, all right?
Okay.
My assistant, Dave Clark, is going out with Shia to give him stick driving lessons. His character owns a World War II Jeep that is stick.
I can't drive stick and I don't have my license. And they want me to drive a stick like I'm a GI.
The middle one's the brake. The one on the left is the clutch.
All right.
So press the clutch down.
All right, clutch is in.
Put it in first. Just give it a little gas. All right, now press the clutch and put it in second. Press the clutch.
Oh, shit, I'm fucking driving. Now what? Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
You gotta start it. It's stalled. Okay. All right, put it in first.
Okay. Okay, it's in first. Oh, shit. Come on, shut up. Shut up!
Let's do it
What
left.
do I do?
Let's make it left.
I'm not even gonna stop. Forget the stop sign. I can't stop because of the clutch. So we're just going. Fuck it. Oh, shit.
Okay, put it in second, put it in second, put it in second.
Okay. Jesus, that's a policeman. Oh, crap. Don't even look. Don't even look. Oh, I'm fucking dead. I'm just not a good driver. I almost ran a kid over the first time I tested. I'm Jewish, you know what I mean? I'll make you latkes. I won't drive you around, though. What do you think? What'd I do?
David didn't teach you anything. He put you in the car and he said, go. He could have lost his car.
Did you see how I was driving like a pro? Come on, I should be sponsored. And I gotta go test for the driver's test. I'm nervous, though. I don't know how it's gonna go. Who knows? We're going to Vegas. Perfect!
I'm very concerned about the casting situation. We finally have Shia, but we have literally no one else in the movie. And we're running out of time, and we need to be doing everything we possibly can to get this movie cast.
Lauren, is Joseph in the office?
No, he'll be here in about 2 minutes.
Okay, I need him in the office for the rest of the time until this movie is cast, and I need you guys to run point on everything, because the information is just out of control. It's becoming like a full-time job, just not even maintaining the offers, but maintaining who has what offer and who's doing what.
Okay.
So I need you guys to run it. I can only give like 10% of my time to casting right now.
Understand that?
And 100% of my time is figuring out who said what to who.
Okay.
You guys need to talk to Laura. You need to send out emails. You need to let David Clark in my office know. You need to let the directors know. You need to let Chris Moore's office know. And you need to let Laura Rister's office know.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Jeff kind of blew his stack at Lauren, the assistant, and takes out his frustration. And I'm like, you know what? Not cool. Get a hooker, Jeff.
If you want to play hardball with somebody, you play hardball with me. You don't do it on somebody that makes less than minimum wage, as my assistant Lauren.
I told her I wasn't.
Nah, don't do that again.
We haven't cast Abe, so we had several notable actors who were willing to come in and read or meet for the role.
William Sadler came in and met with us. He was the bad guy in Die Hard 2, and he was a major player in The Shawshank Redemption.
Hey, I've been straight for 4 years now, almost 5. That is a third of your life.
Big whoop. I've been straight my whole life.
All right. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but I am not your problem anymore.
That was really good.
That was.
Get good actors in, and
Yeah.
get a good reading, right?
Oh, thanks so much, guys. Bill Sadler did a great job.
So we brought in Gary Cole, who you might remember from Office Space, and A Simple Plan.
You know, I've been straight for almost 5 years. A third of your life.
Big whoop. I've been straight my whole life.
And I hate to tell you this, but I'm not your problem anymore.
End.
Very good.
Really?
Gary, thank you very much.
You bet. Thanks, Gary.
Yeah. Thank you, Gary.
Good luck.
Thanks for your time.
You bet. See you later.
Kyle liked him, Erica liked him. I wasn't really pleased with his read. I would rather have someone walk in who is Abe, who I feel is like, you know, I don't have to micromanage or really, you know, adjust too much to have this person play the role.
Oh, you didn't respond to it?
Not really. That's just me.
You and I don't have the same taste.
No, but that's okay.
I know. There is a casting director out there that has your taste.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what she's doing, but what he's doing.
There were two strong contenders, and the problem was that none of us could agree on those two.
I couldn't see him having the kind of relationship with Kelly that he has in the script, that the character has in the script, whereas Bill Sadler, I felt like I could see that. And
it was a frustrating position to be in because it's not ideal, but time is of the essence.
Laura Rister just sent an email saying, let's make the offer to Gary Cole. Who should we call?
Everyone was really big on Gary Cole. They wanted to go with him next. And I'm like, wait, hold off. Like, don't make an offer yet. Let's resolve this first.
The idea of going with someone that we're like, it's just frustrating.
We looked at his tape again, and I felt like I could see through his audition. And I wasn't really happy with that.
What are we up against, actually, right now?
Merrimack wants to go with him. You're up against me, who thinks it's a great idea. You're up against Erica, who thinks it's a great idea. Kyle, who thinks it's a great idea. Chris Moore, who thinks it's a great idea.
This is what they call steamroller.
Finally, at the end of the day, all the pressure was on me to make a decision, and I could have fought for it and really just gummed up the works or say, okay.
I'm begging for him.
I'll do this for you, Joe. No, I'm serious. I'll do this for you.
And you know what? I'll take it. And you know what? I thank you from the bottom of my heart with sincerity. And I know you'll be very proud of it.
All right.
It's not my ideal choice right now. It's just gonna mean me doing more adjusting and trying to work with him to get someplace that I'm happy with.
You know, we're coming up on the start of the movie in about a week, and people are, you know, starting to feel the pressure.
With all the passes we've gotten, I'm just really nervous because Eve works on Tuesday. Like, she works on our first day.
It turns out that after all of Kyle and Ephraim sort of threatening to quit, Jane Kaczmarek passed on the role of Eve.
Basically, I just got off the phone with Meryl, and she said she was all right with Kathleen Quinlan. She's a great actress, so I'd like to make the offer to her. Yeah. All right, see you, Laura.
Well, we just got approval to go to Kathleen Quinlan. Thank you.
Now we have an offer out to Kathleen Quinlan for the role of Kelly's mom. We're just gonna have to wait and see what she says.
What's up, lady?
Oh, hey, man.
We just cast Eldon Henson for the role of Kelly's best friend, Bart. Eldon was in She's All That, Dumb and Dumber, and I think he's gonna be great. Look forward to working with him.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome. Very excited to have you guys both. When you guys do your rehearsal, I want to let you know that the
Your older sister and the girl that you're pining after is going to be Amy Smart.
That's great. Amy Smart, who was in Road Trip, Varsity Blues, Rat Race, is now playing Tabby, so we're incredibly excited about that.
Wow. She's so fun.
You can tell her all that.
I like that. We're now in the sort of red zone where every moment of the day should be taken up with something movie related.
You got your license. Aren't you happy? I don't know.
It's the way of the champ, Mom.
I know. It's a little nerve-wracking, to say the least.
This week is full with, like, rehearsing our actors and costume fittings.
How do you feel? I'm thinking that it feels very funky for Tabby. Too funky? It's too funky. Yeah.
The angles to him is that way, and to them is sort of like that, right?
And we've been meeting with Tom, the DP, and really trying to work out how we're going to shoot at least the first week so that we're prepared when we get in there to just make our days.
How are you? I'm Chris Moore.
Hey, Chris Moore.
Kathleen.
How are you?
It's only a few days before shooting, and basically the day of the table read, Kathleen Quinlan, who Colin Ephraim wanted all along, accepted the role of Eve. You know, the only problem now is we still don't have an Abe.
Well, I would just like to very quickly say how excited we both are to have you all on board. I think it's very, very exciting, and we're looking forward to making a great film. Shall we begin?
The Battle of Shaker Heights by Erica Vini. Fade in, exterior forest day.
A table read is when you get preferably all of your cast. We had as much of our cast as we could assemble to read through the script. You know, you can see how people are going to be playing off each other.
What are you painting?
Really, there's so many layers of imaginistic symbolism that I don't really feel comfortable summing it all up, but it's a reoccurring dream image. Mermaid riding a rocket ship.
How?
How do you mean how? Side saddle. She's got a fishtail, for Christ's sake. Picture that.
Shia is magnetic, I think, even when he's just playing with the dialogue and just basically reading it.
Your father's hooked up to all these machines. I can't hardly find.
Enough, Ma, stop.
You will not tell me what's enough. You don't know about anything.
You're right, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Hearing the words that you've sort of heard in your head come alive, and with the intelligence and, you know, added force of the actor's interpretation and everything, it was one of the great moments, I think, for me.
Jesus, Callie.
Kelly shakes it off and feels his jaw, then smiles.
I deserved it.
That was good. Can we do it one more time?
That group, I thought, played together really, really well in the read-through, and that made me very excited.
I felt really good about the table reading, but there were a couple people I'm like, okay, this person sounds like they're just reading from the page.
No, they probably were.
In your experience, a lot of actors will do that in a table reading. They'll just be kind of
Oh, yeah,
blank.
they're saving their performance for the real deal.
Okay. Well, that's very disconcerting for a director, but good for the actor.
So can I put that word out there?
At the end of the table read, Joseph got a call from Gary Cole's agent, basically saying Gary's going to pass on the role.
Gary is not going to be available.
So now we're only 2 or 3 days away from shooting, and we still don't have one of the most crucial roles cast.
I do think that Miramax is going to want somewhat of a name.
The directors had really liked Bill Sadler. Miramax felt that he wasn't a big enough name, and they still wanted to try and get a good name.
Chris McDonald came in. They're going to want to go there. Yeah, he's a name of some. I mean, he can get on. Yeah, he was, TV shows and Thelma and Louise and, a lot of movies.
Earlier we met with Chris McDonald. He's one of the throngs of people that you kind of see and you're like, oh, I like that guy, but is a strong candidate as a possible Abe for us.
Laura? Hi. So, yeah, so we're right now without a father, and we'd like to go to Chris McDonald.
We don't have a location for where the first scene that we're shooting takes place. That's scary. We need a gas station where Kelly and Bart pull into a gas station and they see Kelly's mom selling art on the side of the road.
That may be shootable, but the cost of it might be something that would negate our ability to shoot there.
Okay.
They wanted something that looked like it was in a small town, not on a busy street, that didn't have any palm trees, that was a working gas station.
We found a gas station in the right sort of town that we wanted it to be, but we wouldn't be able to get traffic control. So we'd have cars and buses and air brakes going off, and you'd never be able to shoot. So that became not an option, to shoot at that gas station. What if we did a vacant lot, or anything vacant? They're there, there's a stop sign, and all of a sudden they're stopped, and he goes, hey, that woman's waving at you. And he pulls over, and you just do, get rid of the gas station, we just do a corner.
I'm open to that.
Kyle and Ephraim are so busy that they don't have the time to sort of spend with me, double checking all of the changes that they want to make. So I sometimes am the last one to hear about things that are happening, and it's, I have mixed feelings about that.
I like the gas station better, but we were trying to explore anything we could to make this work. I wish we had had time to tell you.
The more I can know, the happier I'll be.
Sure.
Because when it's like, yeah, we did that and fuck you, basically.
No, it would never be like that.
I don't think I'll ever completely know what my role is on set, and that's something that we're definitely going to have to work out.
I worry about how much time we're going to have on set. I don't know how it's going to work. Not that we're planning on doing a bunch of stuff behind your back or anything like that, but you never know. Things happen. I think if an actor put forth a change to a piece of dialogue that I really liked and Kyle really liked, I don't think that we would necessarily then run off to Erica and say, Erica, this is what we're thinking, this is what they just said. I think we would just go with it.
I would hope that my contribution would be a help.
Okay.
But you're executing it at that point. It's not like I'm going to make sure they don't do something wrong or whatever, but my input might be helpful.
She's going to have to choose her battles because she can't chime in every 5 minutes.
It's March 10th, the day before the first day of shooting.
We have an offer out to Chris McDonald to play the role of Abe, and it's a little bit scary. Hold on a second, I think this is about our cast. Hello?
Chris McDonald is in and the deal is closed. So we have a full cast, I believe.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. All right, bye-bye. We have a cast.
We're toast to our first day.
I'm very excited about tomorrow. The cast, I think, came together really well. The crew is very impressive. And Kyle and Ephraim have achieved a lot over the last couple weeks, and we'll see how they do on set.
The important things are for us not to go over time, for us to make our days. Sleeping and stress management, these things are key because we're in it for the long haul right now.
My highest hope is just that we do an already great script, a really great service by making an even better film out of it.
Yeah. Chris Moore.
Hey, Chris.
How are you?
Good, man. How are you? It's Kyle.
How you guys feeling?
Feeling good. Little beat.
Yeah?
But we're psyched.
Good.
Now that pre-production's over, it's really now about action. It's not about, sort of working out on paper. We actually got to get out there and shoot film.
All right, get some rest, and, I look forward to seeing you in the morning.
All right, Chris.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye. Bye.
I'll be really curious to see how it works out and whether these guys are really going to be able to make it happen.